full service school is a school which caters all learners with different learning barriers. We only have 6 toilets for 752 learners because our learners at that time, they go to the bushes and the school, there's got a smelling.
So we at the WRC pioneered 2 very innovative solutions that responded to challenges that largely rural communities face. The 2 projects, one dealt with sanitation and the challenges around school sanitation, operation and maintenance, and the second one dealt with energy and electricity. There are many, many rural schools in South Africa that have a historic legacy. You know, from the past, infrastructure was built, but the sanitation was not appropriate, and where sanitation facilities were made available, the operation and maintenance was invisible. That meant that the kids never had sanitation at all. In remote rural areas where you're having 10,000 rural schools in the Eastern Cape, organizing operation and maintenance is not a very easy process. We opened up a whole lot of supply chains to deal with operation and maintenance in the school. We tackled the whole project with the emphasis of getting the community involved and getting local entrepreneurship going so that some local economy is stimulated. Started to roll out with a small pilot project where we tested the concepts, and we built a cohort of franchisees from the local communities, and it just happened they happened to be women and very enthusiastic to get into this business, okay? And they saw this opportunity and they flourish.
I enjoyed the fact that I could see physically more women than men.
The AWF funding led to the construction and refurbishing work on school sanitation facilities for 302 schools in East London. More than 93,000 pupils were directly impacted, with 50% being girls who also received health and hygiene education as well as menstrual hygiene education. School sanitation clubs were established in 240 schools.
The project is built on principles of children's rights. The cleaners before were not aware of the importance of their role in terms of safeguarding the children's right to safety, to security, to dignity. Even though they've got life orientation as a subject, we've learned that some teachers don't talk openly about such subjects when it comes to menstrual cycle, because she needs to be talking about private parts. For her, the topic is something that she's not comfortable to even bring up.
The effect of the Impilo Yabantu here at UNATI, we are still so grateful to have such a program at school because it changed the environment. Yet toilets zethu, especially the ones that are used by the learners.
What is actually unique about the African Water Facilities project was the target, effectively, which was the schools, particularly the poor schools, the developing schools in the broader context of Buffalo City. A lot of these schools, particularly the poorer schools, don't have waterborne systems, they have on-site systems, and we needed to provide a sustainable way of managing those on-site systems. And it was identified that the disposal and the safe disposal and handling of the fecal sludge needed to be addressed. So we actually used thermal pyrolysis to process fecal sludges, and we developed a process whereby the franchisees would be able to develop a much needed way of treating sludge and beneficiating the sludge, which we were looking to beneficiate it and demonstrate that we could do it into a local biochar, which could then be utilized in the growing of local crops and soil amendment and so on. We had been involved in developing the concept and the model of social franchising for water supply and sanitation.
Human waste is a resource, okay? It's a gold mine of many, many valuable products. We've only produced one in the demonstration of where we've taken human waste and turned it into brown gold, okay, in the form of biochar, or what we would call charcoal.
Other municipalities across Africa can now learn from this example and consider adopting a locally fabricated biochar plant as an option in the waste management value chain deployed through a franchising model.